I was dismembered and turned into TV furniture by my son. My name is William Spiller, and this is my horrifying story. At the time of the incident, I worked as a taxi driver and lived with my 28-year-old son, Nathan Robinson, in an apartment in Bournemouth, England. We often had arguments as my son still lived under my roof without taking care of his own expenses. He owed me a substantial sum of £36,000. On May 16, 2013, we had another intense argument, but this one went beyond imagination. In a fit of madness, Nathan killed me and armed himself with a utility knife and 2 small hacksaws to meticulously dismember my heavily built body. The horror didn't end there. He then stored my body parts in plastic storage boxes, stacking them to create a TV furniture piece. He even placed my head in a desk drawer. In the afternoon, my downstairs neighbor noticed pink liquid dripping from the ceiling, a mix of my blood and a cleaning product. Having also heard our argument, the neighbor came upstairs and knocked on our door. Nathan calmly answered, assuring that everything was fine and it was merely a dispute. Later, my son stole £8,000 from me and made a to-do list to avoid arousing suspicion about my death. He paid the rent, rented DIY equipment, and responded to my text messages. In a cruel twist of fate, he even received the DVD Say 7 and as a gift shortly afterward. Nathan continued to live his life as if nothing had happened, traveling, meeting people, and going out with friends. It was only a month later that my remains were discovered when one of my colleagues grew concerned about my absence. My girlfriend, Glenys Molino, with whom I had been in a relationship for 2 years, also became worried about not receiving any text messages from me and believed I was with a friend in the West Midlands County. The police then arrived at my apartment and were hit by the overwhelming smell and the presence of numerous flies. They subsequently went to Nathan's mother's house, where he was staying, in Birmingham. My son asked if it was a joke, but eventually confessed to the murder, claiming he was not in a normal state of mind at the time of the act. However, experts had conflicting opinions as he displayed a level of consciousness about his actions, particularly in creating an illusion of me being alive. Nathan's trial took place in 2014, and he was sentenced to life imprisonment.